Well, hello, COMM 101. We're finishing week 5, getting ready to enter week 6. You're turning in your big process speech this time. Let me remind you of a couple of points that will help you. First of all, don't send me a speech that you can't see yourself. If the video's too dark, I can't see it if you can't see it. So save yourself a lot of trouble. That'll cost you dearly. I've got to be able to see the video. Don't forget the proper framing of the speech so I can see your face from roughly bust to an inch or two above the top of your head, and make that the shot. Don't change the shot. Don't zoom in and out of the shot. Don't talk to anyone but the camera. Talk to me. I'm the camera. Even with an audience in front of you, don't turn and talk to them over here and over there. Talk only to me, the camera. Ignore the audience. Make sure the audience stops in front of the camera long enough that I can see them and I can get a determination of how old they are. You need at least 4 in your audience who are at least teenagers or older. Make sure that that happens. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. That's a horrible amount of time for 2 minutes for your ability to either 5 or 7 minutes, 2 minutes in between. That's just not a way I would do it if I was in charge of this course, but this is a standardized statewide course and I don't have any say in the length of the speeches. That means that in a 5-minute speech to a 7-minute speech, you may go no shorter than 4:45 and no longer than 7:15 and get a decent passing grade on the speech. Failure to do every single one of the speeches in this class will result in you failing this class. It's that simple. You must give speeches in a speech class. Duh. Well, okay, it's a speech class. So make sure you do that. You'll need to submit a speaking outline and a preparation outline. That's all spelled out for you in the syllabus and in the calendar and in the assignments, all kinds of places where you can look and do things. Don't forget the discussion board exercises. Don't forget that when I'm looking at a speech, I'm looking for eye contact, how well you are in contact with me, the audience. And if you were doing it in a real audience, then that would be eye contact to this side of the room and that side of the room. For those of you who get very, very nervous when you have to deal with eye contact, one of the things is that I'm looking slightly above the camera. This is artificial because when there's a camera on you, it's much closer than you realize. In a room, I could look just above the camera, not really see the face on the TV image in front of me, and feel somewhat comfortable. Same thing if I was speaking to an audience. I would look just above the heads of the person in the last row, not really being able to see faces. That helps me a little bit. Relax, enjoy, make this something that you're a little bit interested in. Show some passion. Show that you are really interested in this. I'm not looking for perfection. You do not have to be word perfect. You, in speaking situations, make mistakes. These are all casual, impromptu kinds of things I do with you, and I make mistakes and I keep on going, and I just don't try to draw attention to the mistake. Sometimes when I blow a word, I'll repeat the word and keep on going. So don't get too hung up in you have to be perfect. What I am looking for is, are you conversational? Are you real? Are you speaking to me, not at me? Don't speechify me, talk to me. And I think that with that said, and you pay attention to the comments on the last round of speeches, watch the vocalized pauses, watch the rocking back and forth, fix on the camera, talk to the camera, relax, make sure I can see you. Don't stand in front of windows in the daylight. Don't stand in front of bright things that'll keep the light on your face from me being able to see your eyes. All of those things. Listen to those comments and then send it to me. Send me the information as an email. Do not put it in messages. Don't post it anywhere. Send it to me as an email address where I get the YouTube address where I look for your speech in YouTube. That will be an email address to me when you send it to me. And don't forget, this speech is worth 100 points, And for those of you who get really interested in these kinds of things, 100-point scale, 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 90 is a B, those kinds of things, so you don't get too panicked. Now remember, you have to do all of the speeches in this class. You have to do a discussion board every week, because if you don't, you're counted as absent, and you can read the syllabus and see what happens when you get multiple absences. Discussion board. Sometimes you have to respond to someone else in discussion board. Make sure you understand that. Don't forget that you need to submit all assignments, and don't forget the exams. Okay? If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm always happy to talk to you. It's a lot easier to talk than to write, and the phone number is in the syllabus. Don't hesitate to call. As always, if you have a problem with the test and it goes kaflooey or you get a power failure, call me as soon as possible, not after 11 p.m., and tell me, and if I'm anywhere near a computer and I can reset it right away, I will do it. All right? I know, by the way, don't have multiple power failures, because once you get in there and you can see the questions, not a good idea to say that my power went out every time you try to take a speech. That's pretty much it. Have a great weekend. Relax, enjoy, and enjoy the speech process. And I'm anxious to hear what your process speeches will be about, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.